Good morning, Colorado Family Travels. Doing something a little bit different, doing a trip by myself today. I'm heading to Dulles International, going to Virginia and Washington, D.C. area. The shuttle to the terminal is like a large vehicle. It drives you over there. It's kind of cool. After the airport, we had a quick stop at Cafesano. Nice Italian place. Really enjoyed it. Great little venue. Just north of the Dulles Airport. Open kitchen concept, which is fun to eat in. A nice place to just hang out. This is Monday at about 12:30, so I'm not very busy, but service was really friendly. And then got the chicken Alfredo. It was really good. I am tired. It's been a long travel day. We are at the Spring Hill Suites, Fairfax. I'll get that fixed later. We are staying in the King Suite room. I am on the 4th floor, and I did everything mobile check-in. So it was all on my phone, and I was kind of confused when I pulled in because there's no parking spots. I'm like, oh, how's this work for my car? And I looked at the additional features, and it said, use your mobile key for parking garage. So I was able to park in the parking garage without even going to the front desk. So now we'll go in and check out the room. It is a suite. So as you walk in, there's a little kitchenette area with a microwave and a fridge, sink, coffee maker, and like a little seating area. And there's this little desk vanity area. I thought people were talking to me. It's actually just the TV. Welcome to Sweden, yeah, Suites by Marriott. This big bed, lamps. On the lamps are USB power cords, and there is an iHome docking station with 2 USB power on those. And on the other side, there's the phone, and again, lamp with 2 USBs, a little closet, in-room AC unit over here. Got the bathroom sink, restroom, nice size shower, tub, towels. Oh, we've got the pump soaps. These are Alice Plus CO, botanicals, body wash, conditioner, and shampoo. That's nice. Send me, hi me. And that is it for the Spring Hill Suites in a king bedded suite room. I'll be here for the next couple days. Alright, so I think I only found one complaint as I was unpacking. So we've been complaining for years, there's never enough USB ports, I have a CPAP machine. There was no place to plug in my CPAP machine. So I had to unplug the iHome to be able to have a place for my machine. Other than that, pretty good little place. we'll do a tour of the downstairs amenities, breakfast, and all that stuff tomorrow. It is time for some food. The hotel didn't have a whole lot of recommendations, but sent me over to Fairfax Corner. And there's a lot of different restaurants and bars here. So I'm gonna look around and see what catches my fancy. Right now, I'm eyeing Aussie's Good Food, Good Eats. Aussie's. Looks like a sports bar. Let's see. So I walked by Potbelly's, got a Coastal Flats. There's a brew house over there that was kind of nice. This is a cool little area. So this is like the Cinemark is on my other side here. There it is. Over there. There we go. Nice little park here to play in. California Pizza Kitchen coming up in front of me. Nice little area. Lots of options. Don't want to see a movie. But we'll see. So Fairfax Corner. We'll show the map. Here's the map. All the different locations. So right now we're at the Fountain Plaza. Let me go over and look at the menu for Coastal Flats. See what we can see. Beautiful art. Everyone out enjoying a nice night. It's beautiful out here. Looks like a little mini golf setup over here. So yeah, it's a little tiny four-hole mini golf course, free to play. And I don't see where the rack is for your bocce ball over there, but I don't see where the rack is for those. Maybe they're not out right now. Looked at the menu for Coastal Flats. It looked pretty good, but I want clam chowder, and they didn't have clam chowder. So we'll pass on that. Thinking I might just head back to Potbelly's for tonight. Just to keep it light tonight. We'll do something more fun. But this is a great area. Fairfax Corner. Lots of cool little places. Fun vibe. Yeah, I think I'm going to do just Potbelly's tonight. So behind me is an escape room. And then coming up on Ben and Jerry's. You get yourself some ice cream. Let's hit up Potbelly's. Didn't figure you needed to watch me eat Potbelly's. Just got a A-Rex sandwich. Good sandwich. I know Potbelly's is a national chain, but we just don't have them that close to us. So it was nice. Again, so beautiful out here. It is a Monday night, so definitely not busy. I could see this place being packed on the weekends, but just a beautiful place to go and lots of families. I really like that there's a bunch of families. It's a nice little area. Lots of traffic though, lots of cars going in and out, so you gotta be careful. But other than that, well, I'm gonna call it a close. I think I'm gonna make one more stop before I go back to the hotel, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. But found a nice little area, had a good sandwich. I'll call that a night. Going through the breakfast area, so we start with classic Heartland waffles, syrup and jelly, and your plates and forks and spoons, refrigerators with milks, and yogurts, cream cheese for your bagels, muffins, toasters and slicer, cereals, and sausage biscuit sandwiches. These are packaged sandwiches. pork sausage, egg, cheddar on a whole wheat bagel. Those are wrapped sandwiches. I don't want to touch any of them since I'm not eating them. Your hot sauces, salt and peppers, granola and jellies, salsa and eggs, and your juice station, fresh fruit and granola bars.
Anything else?
Yes. And you've got your oatmeal, your packaged oatmeal, and all your toppings. Some bowls. And then you've got your coffee station over here. Hot water for the hot chocolates and teas. Nice little morning setup. Colorado Family Travels. If you've been following on Instagram and Facebook, I posted a couple things. I am out and about. I am actually in Virginia. I am staying at the Spring Hill Suites, Fairfax, Fair Oaks, and we're about to go do some sightseeing. I am on a trip, so I guess this is Colorado Family Travels presents Jose's Adventure, as I'm by myself. No kids with me, no family with me, this is just mine. So I got a couple things on my list that we're gonna go out and see. We're gonna do some fun things. Just having a good time, and hopefully enjoy these random trips with just me. We've got a lot coming up. We've got some big things. Trying to catch up and post more content. Fell behind a little bit there, but we've got some big stuff coming. More trips, more content, and hopefully enjoy. But let's go on a little adventure with just Jose, and we're gonna go find some fun things to do in Virginia, Maryland, DC. Come with me and let's have fun. So I do have a Chevy Malibu I've been driving around town in. It's a fun little ride. Nice Apple CarPlay is getting me around. In the parking garage. I did record a room tour, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna post that or get that in there too, but it's kind of loud and you can definitely hear this inside my room throughout the night. So that was one negative, but let's hop in the car and get to where we're going. All right, so I found my adventure. I'm out in the middle of the woods. Isn't this weird? So we're right next to the river. I am at Jones Point Park, and the reason I'm here is this right here. We are at the cornerstone for Maryland and District of Columbia. So this is where Maryland and the District of Columbia lines meet. And on this side, there's a second stone for Maryland and the District of Columbia. So I thought that'd be a cool place to come. So Maryland District of Columbia boundary cornerstones. Kind of interesting. So kind of cool. Looks like a dragon or whatnot of the just the wood, the little mouth on it. Out at Jones Point. I think there's a fort around this corner, so I'm gonna go check it out. Just kind of walk around here. But what's below water at Jones Point? Different things you can see out there. I don't want to see an American eel. I'm good. I am now at Jones Point Lighthouse. So this is really cool, right out on the water. Again, across the way, that's National Harbor over there. Just beautiful old lighthouse building. There's a sign over here. DC's first building block, 1791. Commemorative stone. Pretty cool. One little stop. So back here is a better view of the lighthouse, not just the building. Kind of cool up top there. Beautiful day out here. Alright, I knew there was another one. So here is the marker for Virginia and the District of Columbia. There's been a couple different markers in this park. I thought there was one that was all three, but maybe I'm wrong. So Virginia and District of Columbia here. Pretty darn cool. On the walk back to the car, I found this cool evidence of a shipyard at Jones Point. World War I era rudder. So it's a wood rudder that was on a steel ship. So that's kind of cool. We're underneath, I think this is the 495 going above us. So most of the area is paved. The area that I was at for the lighthouse, which is straight past the rudder, so I'll pass my hand there. That was a rock path, but it was pretty well maintained. But directly underneath the bridge, there's a restroom back here too. And then basketball courts, and then parking was just on the other side of those trees. There's another map, we'll go check that out in a second. So Jones Point Park, National Park, along the George Washington Memorial Parkway. So this is all part of the Mount Vernon Trail. It's all interconnected. And then here is the Jones Point Park interpretive trail map with all the points of interest, but not the location markers. I think that's kind of funny. So 6 is where the DC and Virginia one was. Roughly around 11 was the Maryland and DC. And then here's the historic DC boundary, so that's where it cuts across. So I guess that's where the one marker was. Another marker right here. Oh, here's the, this must be the other boundary, so that's why 6 is there. So there's the boundary lines. And right here at the lighthouse is where all three come together. I wonder if there was a marker that I missed that had all three. On this side, some Potomac connections. I know with the sun glare it's probably, might have to clean that up, but we'll see. And then the Mount Vernon Trail. You are here. All the other sites. Here is the parking. It is a Tuesday. It is 2:30. Plenty of spots out here. Well, not sure how busy it gets, but plenty of spots at this point. I was out here for about a half an hour. Walked less than a mile to go to all the spots I went to. So nice and fun. Nice little historical spot. Fun places. And now we'll go off to our next adventure. But definitely wanted to come out here just for those markers to say that I was in all 3 states at one point. Kind of a cool way to remember it. And the next stop on my random tour, Thomas Jefferson Memorial. But it's kind of for a funny reason. So we'll go over and check it out. It was pay to park in the public lot, and I hate those things. I never understand how they work. So I used my credit card and paid for, I think, 30 minutes. It was $1.15. I'm hoping I can get over to the monument and back in 30 minutes. Didn't really understand how to change it, so we'll make it work. And there is helicopters and planes and everything going on over here, so it's just very active and funny. The randomness that is Jose when I'm out and about by myself. I just hop in the car, drive, stop, drive some more, stop. I wish the family was here with me, but it's kind of fun to be out and about. All right, so we're coming up on the Washington Memorial. or Jefferson Memorial. And then Washington Monument. Oh, look at that helicopter go by. Cool timing. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful over here. So, I'm going to go over to the Jefferson Memorial to take a picture of the Washington Monument. The reason we've done this, and I'll throw it in here, is when Jennifer was here on a business trip in May, she was at the Jefferson Memorial and took a picture on Instagram, or Snapchat I think it was, and it marked her at the Jefferson Memorial. And we were laughing because we couldn't figure out, well, wait a minute, it's not the Jefferson Memorial. But if you point your camera forward and use selfie mode, it'll mark you at the Jefferson Memorial with a picture of the Washington Monument in the background. So that's the whole reason I had to do this stop, was just for this picture, to add it to the humorous things that is Colorado Family Travels. Hey, at least I think it's funny. Tell me in the comments below if you think it's funny. It does look like they're doing construction up there, so I see people up there, so there must be a way to be up there and still see it. But beautiful day out here. Beautiful greenery. Another plane going behind me. Jefferson Memorial Monument Improvements is what's going on right now. All these helicopters are so funny. I'll throw in our 3 pictures. I had to ruin the surprise because I couldn't figure out how to geotag myself. But really cool Lincoln Memorial. Let's go up to the Jefferson Memorial now. Check this out over here. I don't like steps, but I guess when it's a historical monument, you gotta do steps. Very cool in here. I want you to be quiet and respect, so I'm gonna scream and shout from in here. Throw up the pictures of the sides. The Jefferson Memorial. Jefferson Memorial. Washington Monument. Or backwards. Of DC, I think the reflection pond, if I'm right, it's on the other side there, and I've been to the reflection pond before, so I've never been on this side of the Potomac. I turned on Potomac, so I gotta assume this is the Potomac. So, very cool. Love the trees. That is it for my historical randomness that it is Washington DC, Virginia, Maryland, whatever the heck I'm going to call this. Just kind of a fun afternoon while I was in town. So we'll see. Still got some parts of my day left, but not going to be historical, that's for sure. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe do a little bit from the airport, but it is time to go. It has been a fun, interesting trip to Virginia, Maryland, Washington, D.C. area. So it's been fun in the hotel room still. Kind of one of those interesting things about being in a hotel. Seems like I'm always watching the Weather Channel as we have Hurricane Ian heading to Florida right now. So I actually did cut my trip short by a day to try to get out before a bunch of different things happens with the airport. I was checking my United flight, and it said that your flight would be arriving previously from Tampa. I'm like, unfortunately not. Tampa airport's closed. So once I saw that, I'm like, okay, it might be time to try to change my flight. So going back a day early, but I got all the sightseeing I wanted to do done yesterday. Got everything I was in town for done. So happy with that. Final review of the hotel. I know I mentioned it quickly yesterday. The room is loud. The AC unit there, loud at night. Plus there's units outside for the parking garage that were loud. But by the second night I got used to it. The first night, barely got any sleep. Just listening to all the sounds. And that's pretty normal for me in a hotel. That first night, never get a good night's sleep. But that is it for the hotel side. Good location, plenty of stuff in the area. This area is just constant construction though, so the freeways, getting home from my activities last night, just the freeways, there was so many closures and construction, and at one point I had to basically go past my hotel, do a U-turn on the freeway to come back to an exit going, I guess, west, because the eastbound exit was closed due to construction. So it was really confusing to watch on the map. It just kind of go up and then have you do a U-turn on a highway, overpass basically, and come back. So that was interesting, but it's been a good trip. Everything, minus traffic, has been really close. So that was kind of fun, but we might record a little bit from the airport, but we are heading out, going back to Dulles, and going back to Denver tonight. So Colorado Family Travels, Jose's Adventures. I still don't have a clue what I'm going to call it, but fun times. All right, we are at Dulles International Airport. We are done with this trip. Wanted to wrap up real quick. Traffic getting here was rough. It's supposed to only take me 20 minutes to get to the airport. Because of construction and the way the cones were set up, I ended up heading east instead of west. It took me a mile out of my way. Plus there was construction traffic, so almost 10 minutes added to my trip. Pretty stressful. Then stopped to get gas on the way to the airport. The sign on the road said gas this way. Cool, get off, and it says it's a mile down the road. Isn't that great? So I turned around, got back on. Ended up getting gas right at the airport, because that's where my GPS took me for the car rental, but then I couldn't find my car rental. GPS took me a block too soon, so I had to go around the block to my car rental, dropped it off. Ended up getting in, got to the airport with about an hour and 45 before my flight, and made it out to the terminal with about an hour before my board, or about 50 minutes to my boarding time, so about an hour and a half before my flight. So from the time I got to the airport to the time I got to the terminal, it was like 20 minutes. So I do have TSA pre-check, so TSA pre-check was definitely beneficial in this one and got me right through. Again, it was weird at the Dulles airport. You board the truck that takes you to the terminal, which was interesting to watch them do that. I put that on the arrival video.
D20, supervisor to D20, please.
Not my gate, so I'm not worried about D20. Good luck with that. So now we're heading back. So it was a good trip, had a good time. Dulles, good airport. I did figure out, must have been subconscious, because I had Potbellies for dinner the other night. Well, there's a Potbellies in the airport, so I must have saw it and went, oh, Potbellies, stuck in my head. So either way, it's been a good trip, and we'll see if I, what I end up doing with these videos. Hopefully you enjoy, if you see them. Otherwise, hi family, and I'll just show it to the family, but we'll see how it goes. That'll be it. Heading on the plane. Don't think, unless anything crazy happens or monumental, that should be the last of the trip, and we will catch you on the next one. For Colorado Family Travels and Jose's Adventures. Now for us, or for me, it's back to the rat race. Have a great day, everybody.